Hello, my name is Vincent from Airgunseurope.com, and in this video I'd like to tell you all about the FX Wildcat MK3. Sorry about that. Now, this is a really popular air rifle for hunters and pest controllers in the Netherlands because it is a really compact air rifle. It's really accurate and you could adjust it quite easily. Now, the FX Wildcat, there's also a version which is the sniper version. That one has the 700mm barrel. The compact version, which I have right here, has the 500mm barrel, and this is our best-selling one. This has got the normal air cylinder up here. Now, this one has a maximum fill pressure of 230 bar, and it is 230 cc's as well. You could find the meter over here in the front. This is, it comes with a fill probe, of course. You would insert it there. You could fill it to 230 bar, and over here you can find the second meter, which is your regulator pressure. Normally when you get one straight out of the box, the regulator is set at around 110 bar, but you could of course adjust the regulator. We have a really nice video on that as well, showing you all the ins and outs about adjusting regulators on an FX PCP rifle. It is doable. Another really nice way to set the power of this air rifle is the adjustable hammer spring tension, which is this knob over here. It's really easy to set the power a bit higher or a bit lower, and then of course you could come back to your original setting because it's all numbered. That's really nice. Please do remember that if you would turn this, always do it with your hammer uncocked. So if you would pull the lever back and you would load it, don't do it when it's loaded, or at least cocked. So always in this position you could adjust the hammer spring. You can find the safety over here as well. Fire, safe, yeah, says it all basically. Now this air rifle has got the all-weather synthetic, the smooth touch stock. It feels really nice. It's got the pistol grip. If you would have really large hands, which I do not, then I can imagine this would be a little bit too small for you, but for me it feels perfectly. It's really well balanced. It's got the 500mm barrel. It's got the shroud, where you can see it over here. And also at the end, if you would take this cap off, you would find half UNF thread for if you would want to mount like a moderator on there. Now the most popular version is this one over here in the Netherlands in the 5.5mm because it's a really popular air rifle for pest controllers that hunt rats. They go to farmers. The problem is that farmers, they can't use normal poisons anymore, so then they rent a guy that comes in like a pest controller. They of course have special permits for that, but they go with air rifles like these. They mount like a thermal scope on there or a normal night scope, night vision scope, and then they hunt rats. And this is a really nice air rifle to do it with because it's really compact for if you would be in close quarters. And also it's really dead accurate and it's really easy to adjust or go back to some settings if you like. Now with this air rifle, it comes in a really nice suitcase, almost forgot about that, that's this one. And you could fit it in quite easily with a scope, wouldn't be a problem at all. Of course, if you would want to mount an extra silencer, then you would need a longer one or you would just take off the silencer. Now this air rifle has got the smooth twist, the STX heavy liner in there. That is a pellet liner. You could, if you would want to shoot really long range and you would want to shoot with heavy slugs, you could take out the normal pellet liner and you could adjust it with a slug liner. Now this is basically for if you'd want to shoot really long range with heavy projectiles like slugs. You could use slugs with the normal pellet liner as well, but not the really heavy ones. But I do have to say that pellets, they really shoot great with an air rifle like this, so there's no need to mount this, but of course you can. You could also, later on, you could change the hammer. There are tungsten hammers. They are a bit more heavy, giving you more potential in this air rifle, of course. Now the one I have right here is the 5.5. That is the most popular caliber for this air rifle, and with that you could have up to 55 joules of muzzle energy, but of course you can adjust it downwards as well. So that is a really nice thing about this air rifle. Comes with a Picatinny rail, 22mm, so over there you can mount like your scope, your red dot or your night scope or thermal. Now this is a Vector Optics Veyron scope, 4x16 first focal plane. It's a really nice scope and it's quite compact, so it stays light. You could later on replace the barrel if you would buy it in 22 5.5 and you would want to make it into a 6.35mm. You could change the barrel as well, but then of course you would have to buy a new barrel. That normally comes with the pellet probe. and of course you would need to buy a new magazine as well. The magazines are the side shop Megas from FX. They go in the FX Dreamline, they go in the FX Maverick as well. This is basically the inner parts. It is an FX Maverick. Quite a simple magazine, but really functional. Take off the lid like this, turn it all the way counterclockwise. There is a spring holding it together on the inside, of course. Counterclockwise, and when you place a pellet in there, it stucks the spring. Then you can fill all the rest of the chambers, close the lid back on, and then it's loaded. It's quite a high capacity magazine. To insert it over here, you would have to, of course, load it like this, or yeah, pull the hammer back. Then you would just slide the magazine in from this end all the way through until you can't go any further. And then if you would push it forward, it places a pellet inside of the barrel. You could go shooting and loading it back again. And then when it's empty, you wouldn't be able to push it forward anymore, but because then it hits the last chamber. So then you would know the magazine is empty. Then you would take it out, of course. And then you could perhaps insert your spare magazine. It only comes with one magazine. That's a bit of a downfall, but there are highly good available magazines for this. You would place a new one in and then you would continue shooting. Or if you would be done shooting, you could decock the hammer by holding the lever like this, pulling the trigger like so, and then letting it go forward gently. And then the pressure is off the hammer, of course. You can find the safety over here. Quite simple, says it all basically. It is a right-handed air rifle, so for your lefties it's not the best because the magazine would be in the way and would be hitting your cheek, of course. Like I said, half UNF thread for if you would want to mount like a silencer on there. It has a shroud. It's not the loudest of air rifles, but an extra silencer. Of course, it would help if you would mount like a moderator on there. Now, this is the compact version in 22. There is also a version which is this one. We have these in stock as well. This is the BT version, and the difference is that this one has a carbon bottle beneath there. It is a 300 cc with a higher fill pressure as well, because this one you could fill up to 250 bar, and this one you can fill up to 230 bar. So with this one you would get a little bit more shots on your average fill. However, this one would cost you a bit more, of course, so this is the most popular version of the air rifle. And of course, carbon is light, but this is a really light air rifle. I could just hold it like this without any problems. Yeah, let's take it to the range and test it. Okay, so now we are at the range, ready to test fire the FX Wildcat. When I took it out of the box, there was some pressure inside of the air cylinder. There is around 150 bar inside the cylinder, but it is regulated at around 110 bar. So as long as you stay above the regulator pressure, you're good to go. Now to load this air rifle, pull the lever back like this, which goes really smooth on every FX air rifle. And it's a really nice place for the lever, so you would hardly have to get your hand out of the grip to load the air rifle. Now the magazine 5.5 loaded it up with the JSB Jumbos, the heavy ones, 18 grain. And now I could just place it in there like this, put the magazine all the way through, and then if you would push the bolt forward, it places a pellet inside of the barrel. Always remember to put it on safe if you would walk with it, or at least keep your hand next to the trigger instead of on the trigger. But this is the safety, but it is a manual safety, so it doesn't go on safe when you cock the air rifle. It is back here, put it on fire like this, and now let's see how it shoots. It's got a really light trigger. Of course, fully adjustable as well, so that's quite simple. Now, a really important thing to memorize with an air rifle like this one, with these type of magazines, is that you could double load them, because every time I pull the lever back, the magazine will rotate till the next chamber, and then if you push it forward, it places a pellet inside of the barrel. So if later on you would walk with it and then you would pull it back a second time, then the magazine will rotate again as well. So now if I push it forward, it pushes a second pellet inside of the barrel, and then you could blow up your liner on the inside. So always when you would take it back a second time, then you would know it was already cocked, because there isn't any tension left on the hammer. So then take out the magazine out of the air rifle, and then when you would place the bolt forward again and you would shoot, then you would know that the pellet which is over there would be gone, and then you could just simply start all over. Now with this air rifle, it's not exceptionally loud or anything like that, but you could really easily mount a silencer on there. If I would dry fire it like this is the sound without a silencer. And then if I would take this off and mount like a silencer, the one I have right here is the FL Koi. It's a really good silencer for this air rifle. We sell them a lot with the FL Tanto as well. That's basically the same silencer, but a little bit shorter and more compact as well, of course. But if you would mount a silencer moderator like this, that reduces the sound significantly, and yeah, that making it really backyard friendly as well for you plinkers, but also for, of course, your pest controllers and your hunters. You would want silence. And when silence is a priority, you could use a FL silencer. That's their slogan, but it's a really good one, I presume. Now, this is basically how this rifle operates and works. If you would have questions about this air rifle or any other, you feel free to contact us by phone, email. It's the best thing. You could contact us by Facebook as well, of course, but calling or mailing is perhaps better. You could come visit our store in the Netherlands. Now, we ship air rifles like this FX Wildcat basically worldwide. If you have any questions, please contact us. You could subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. And now, for now, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.